morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Welcome back to Abstract Medicine. Thank you for joining in this pick a pile for your February predictions. I'm just lighting the incense. Yeah. The other thing is you may see me using matches a lot, and I tend to use matches because they do less damage on the environment over lighters. So that's just the thing as well. We have a little friend today, and we have my baby plant. The baby plant is here because it was on the stairwell and it wasn't getting much light, so it's kind of been going yellow because it's asking for light. So it's right here with us by the window. So yeah, we've got him here. I feel like it's a male. And I've had it for a long time now, maybe a year and a half. Okay, so we're all set up. We're just going to pull the piles out for you. As you can see, there's a slightly different setup today, but that's okay. Every day is different, every day is a change, and also the time of this reading, it's a full moon in Leo. So there's going to be some messages about the full moon in Leo today. I won't be doing a card specifically on the full moon in Leo. Sorry, a video on the full moon in Leo. However, I am going to pull this out as a card for the full moon in Leo. For all of the piles, because I feel like this is connected to the energies. All right, so I'm not doing a full moon in Leo video. I will just be doing the February predictions, okay, with a bit of a hint of the full moon in Leo energies with this card. So let's just pick your piles. Let's just get a pile for pile 1 card, pile 2 another card, and let's get another one for pile. Pile 3, okay? So I'll continue to use these cards within each pile. Okay, so this is pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. If you need some time to meditate over your pile before you select it, go ahead and do that. If you want, you may also wish to go to the timestamps below, which I provide so you can see the numbers of the time of each pile, and that may help you decide. Alternatively, you can go to a search engine of your choice and click a number generator, a random number generator between 1 and 3, and that can also help you to decide which pile you wish. So with that being said, we're going to start with pile 1. Okay, so pile 1, your candle's just gone out. Interesting. Okay, pile 1. So let's have a look at your card. We have the 3 of Cups. I don't read reversals. Sometimes I read them occasionally in private readings. And by the way, I have 50% off on the private readings at this time until next Friday. So you may wish to take opportunity of that, because I'm not sure when the next time I'll be doing this offer. So we have for you the 3 of Cups. Celebration, happiness, and joy. So the full moon energy is bringing out a lot of communication, by the way, for those of you who are interested in what this is all about. This does talk about love. February is the month of my birthday, shout out to me, but also the month of Valentine's Day, so lots of loving energies. Leo has is ruled by the heart and is ruled by the sun. So it's the energy of support, loyalty, as well as love, compassion, being the center of attention. So you may be the center of attention this month, this February, and you may be meeting lots of new friends. You may be, I don't know, losing friends, because it did come out in the reverse, but let's just have a look. Let's have a look. I feel like I want to do a Celtic cross spread for this one, so I'm going to do a Celtic cross spread. All right, so what is it that the people who've chosen pile 1, what is their situation for the month of February, please, Spirit? What is their situation for the month of February? Okay, so we have Judgment. Wow. Okay, so Judgment has come out a lot in the live abstract medicine video which I posted recently, so you may wish to have a listen to that, because there could be messages there for you that will be very significant. So it's the energy of rebirth here. There's a renewal of something here. Yeah, let's continue. Let's have a look and see what your current situation. Which card was it that wants to come out? It wants to come out, and then this one here. Okay. 10 of Wands. So there's a block in your current situation, because this block involves maybe feeling a little bit overwhelmed, maybe even feeling a bit burdened. I just heard overjoyed. So overjoyed. So someone could be overjoyed or burdened with something. We have the 9 of Cups here. Gorgeous card. I really love this deck. I always forget what it's called, but it's by Giovanni Caselli, artist. The artist Giovanni Caselli. So we have this this burden here. Let's have a look at your goal. Yeah, we have the 9 of Cups again. So the goal is having your wishes fulfilled, contentment in love, satisfaction, gratitude, wishes coming true. This is the goal here. And maybe what you're hoping for in your present moment is a reconciliation or a reconnection or a rebirth in a situation with somebody. Now we do have 2 people here who are kind of really falling in love here. And, you know, in terms of work, this could also be getting a second chance. I'm seeing someone who's going for like a first interview and then gets a second interview and then gets the job. So I feel like you're close to that goal here, but you may be over worrying possibly here. With the 10 of Wands, there's an energy of lots of responsibility. So maybe you have lots of responsibilities at work, and those extra burdens, those extra responsibilities are making you feel a little bit jaded possibly with regard to getting satisfaction at work or your wishes fulfilled at work. But you know what, the 10 is also talking about completions or almost coming to an end of over responsibilities at work possibly. Yeah, so let's have a look now at your influences of your distant past. So we have the Page of Wands here. Okay, so there's fresh new energy here. This could also be a messenger or a student. This could also be you maybe studying something. Yeah, maybe studying something that you're really passionate about. Wands are the first suit in the minor arcana, so it does talk about beginnings and fresh, exciting energy. There's also this feeling here of, you know, inspiration and maybe some ideas that you've had. Maybe someone's had inspirational ideas in the past, and that's been really influential in your present situation. This could be you or someone around you who was really inspired to maybe send a message or have an outlook in your direction in the past, in the distant past, and currently they may be feeling like, you know, they want to reconnect with you, but they're feeling overwhelmed because maybe work is in the way and that's what's blocking your wish fulfillment. I do feel like it's going to change, because we do have happy times here with the 3 of Cups. So I feel like there is a reconciliation or even a celebratory situation. There's also possibly an energy of someone who could be a celebrity who's listening into this video, or who is going to be well known for their hard work and their achievements, and maybe even coming out from the cold and into the spotlight again for the second time. Maybe this is like a revamp or a rebranding. That's what I'm seeing here. You know, with the Three of Cups, there can possibly be a three-party situation. There could be another situation here that may be blocking your connection with somebody. But I don't feel that very strongly, to be honest. For the month of February, in your recent past, the events that took place involved a King of Cups person. So this King of Cups is someone who, you know, has a lot of love for you, to be honest, has deep love, deep affection. They may not be someone who expresses love very well, or maybe they express love through maybe embracing and like hugging, but I feel like this person is more of a heart-based person, because the Cups energy is water. It's all about emotion. So maybe they say loving words, or maybe you just have this really strong feeling. It feels more like a psychic kind of connection. So in your recent past, you may have connected with someone very significant here with the signifier. The King of Cups could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio person, but either way, they have a lot of they're very emotional people, but they may hide their emotions. They may hide their emotions well, or even their affections towards you very well. So this person may have a very good poker face, essentially, pile one. In your recent past, this could also be you. Maybe there was an event, an experience, or what am I hearing? I just heard a call, like an actor who has like a recall. There may have been someone that you may have met there and then at an audition or something, and there was a recall. I also just heard reboot, so there could also be maybe a movie that you're doing or you're involved in, for those of you who work in film, and there's possibly a reboot in something, in a film that you're going to be partaking in, because the Cups energy is someone who's also very creative, sort of in an artistic way. Let's see what else I'm picking up on. This is someone who's also emotionally balanced and compassionate and diplomatic. Now, this card did come out on its own volition. So let's have a look at your future influence with this card. So you have the Three of Pentacles here. So there's a desire to negotiate and collaborate here. This is also dreamwork energy, teamwork energy. So when you have a good team of people, you make the dream work. For those of you who are storytellers in film, or you write books, or you are artists of any sort or any kind, there's something here in your future that's involving working and collaborating with a group of people who have very important skill sets that help make a dream come true. Now, we have these two actors here, and we have someone who is a craftsman, maybe even a set designer or stage person, and we have a little mouse here that you may not be able to see, but there's a tiny mouse here. So for me, that's saying to pay attention to the small details. So this person, or these people, pay attention to the small details when they're working towards una scena finale. I just heard a final scene. So I also just heard the final countdown. So a lot of you in your future are kind of getting like a last chance energy. There's a second chance currently in your present situation this February, and there's going to be a last chance in something. It's kind of like a make it or break it situation. So let me know how that resonates. Please do let me know by commenting on the video, and also please make sure to subscribe to the video as well. Abstract Medicine 888, subscribe to Abstract Medicine 888, so you're notified when there are going to be new, exciting, fun videos for you. Thank you so much. So yeah, we have people working towards a dream here. What I'm seeing is this old, it's like like the old movies, it was like magic, and there was this moon, and making movies the turn of the century was was a place of magic, was making dreams come true. And there's this one, like one of the first movies that was ever made was this image of a moon, and the moon's face was able to move around. Now it's interesting I'm saying that because currently we have the full moon in Leo, and there is an energy here where you're wanting in your future to have your dreams come true here. That's what I'm picking up on. Underneath that, we do have the Knight of Cups here. So maybe there was someone who provided you with an offer that was very romantic and very dreamy, but may not have been solid enough. You know, this is someone who can be a little bit, still a little bit immature. I also just heard that the fruit wasn't ripe for the picking. So there may have been something with regards to love that wasn't quite ready to set off or to get things moving in the right direction. Like this knight, this horse. I also just heard elephant. So elephants may be a totem for you, or a symbol, or a significant animal for you. But yeah, this knight, this horse is kind of going a little bit slow. There's also a body of water here, which is telling me that this person has a lot of emotions. But maybe this person, this could also have been your energy too. Maybe this person, or you yourself, just had a lot of wayward emotions, and it was difficult to contain. So this is something that maybe there was a bit of immaturity here, and there wasn't enough. It wasn't ripe. This fruit wasn't ripe for the picking. Now, at the very beginning of the reading, for this whole video, I did introduce my lovely plant, and maybe I should call him something. What do you want to be called, my lovely plant? I don't know what I should call him. I have names for my plants, but I feel like this plant needs a name. But yes, it's very young. It's still very young, and it's, you know, it's been going through a bit of a struggle growing the last year and a half, and maybe that's just its experience. And I feel like that's sort of connected here with you lot. There's kind of a period of growth that has been needed to take place, and maybe this has already happened for some of you who are already on this timeline. Let's have a look now at your present attitude. We have the Six of Wands, so you're feeling very, I would say, confident and positive. Whatever it may be, you're feeling very confident that you're going to get this job. You're feeling very confident that you're going to get that role, that position. You're feeling very confident that you're going to get that second call, that second casting call for those of you who are actors. You're feeling very confident that you're going to get that second chance with somebody. You're just feeling very confident, and I would also say excited. Sorry, these cards are calling my attention, so I'll put those there. And I just get the sense that there is, you just know that you're going to win. You just know that you're going to win this thing. You just know that you're going to win, or gain that achievement that you've been asking for. And it's, you know, it may be a long journey, but I feel that presently your attitude is in a very good stage. It's in a very good state. You're feeling very positive. There's lots of fire here, and it's quite cool because we currently are in the full moon in Leo energy, and I feel like there's this spark of excitement for a lot of you in the collective. There's a lot of courageous energy. There's a lot of like feeling like we can do something new and exciting, and feeling a bit spontaneous and confident and courageous, and confident in our work, confident in our being, confident in our looks, in our appearance, in our skill sets, in our emotions, in our heart space. And I feel like this is what you're feeling at this time, pile 1. We will be getting other cards, so don't worry. We're at the very beginning of your reading. Let me just check the timer. Okay, so we're 19 minutes in. Great. So yeah, I just feel that I feel like whatever you're wanting, and your whatever this goal is involving with regard to having your wishes come true, I do feel like you're in the right energy to set that in motion. Because when you're in the energy to have something that you really truly want, you've got to be in that energy of excitement, of fulfillment within, you know. And this is what's great about these two cards, which are kind of almost talking to each other or mirroring each other. You may also have visions of this quest I just heard being completed. You may have visions, or maybe you've been to someone, or like someone like myself, for a reading, or maybe an astrologer or a psychic or something like that, who's told you you're going to get the job. This could also be a team member who says, look, you're going to win this thing, you're going to get this job, you're going to get that role that you've been desiring and dreaming for. Now, this is quite a big thing. I don't feel like it's a small thing, because we had the Judgment card here. So it's a major shift and a major event that's taking place in your life this month in February. So do let me know what this is in the comments. Once it takes place, you may want to come back to this video and let me know, and let other people know as well, because I feel like it's quite nice for others to have that sense of camaraderie and you know, feeling like even hope for them as well, that if it's happened to you, it can happen to them too. Now, with the Leo energy of the full moon, there's also this sense of strong leadership, isn't there? So I also do feel like a lot of you in pile 1 have very strong Leo, Sagittarius, as well as Aries in your natal chart. So you may want to have a look at that. For me, the Six of Wands is Leo, Sagittarius energy. As well as the Knight of Wands for me is Sagittarius energy. We don't have the Knight of Wands here at the moment, but I kind of get that sense here. The Page of Wands for me is giving me the energy of the Fool, which is Aries. The Ten of Wands could be any of those fire signs. Just make sure that in the month of February that you're not overdoing too much in order to be seen. Sometimes you can do less, actually. You can get more by doing less. For those of you who've been trying for a baby, you're going to get that second chance here. I just want to let you know of that. Yeah, let's continue. There'll be other messages as well that will come through later. Let's continue. So we have your environment. So what's going on in your environment? Wow, we've got the Ten of Pentacles. So you see all that confidence does finally pay off. And also on the timer, it's 2222. So you could be seeing 2222, the energy of love, divine love and balance here. Wow. So this is great. So around you in your environment, you have this, you know, people really cheering you on. I feel like you have a good set of friends, a good group of people. Now, remember, it doesn't matter how many people you know or how many, I mean, in work, it's very important, I feel, you know, to know as many people that can support you and help you and guide you and connect you with other people as well, to have your dreams fulfilled and to, you know, to create that stable and very abundant life that you're wishing for, which I see that here. You're very ambitious people, pile 1, I have to say. I mean, I'm the same. So this could be my pile, I don't know, I haven't actually chosen a pile just yet. But yeah, we have this energy here of a lot of beautiful fulfillment here with the Ten of Pentacles. I kind of get the sense, pile 1, that that in your future you'll be really inspired by the people that you meet. This could also be a networking event as well. So you could be connecting and meeting new people. And these people are going to be very influential for you. These people, I don't feel like this is one particular person. I feel like this is many people, and I feel like this is mainly work related, because we do essentially have the Three of Pentacles here, and I am talking about networking, which is work-wise stuff. So I kind of feel like here with the Three of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, you meeting this people is going to create that wonderful, abundant, fruitful foundation for this great abundance future, a great abundant, fruitful, stable future for you. Now, with the Ten of Pentacles, we do have a father figure, we have a daughter here as well, we have a child as well. So there's something here that is bridging the generations here. We also have a happy dog. And we have these gorgeous, like shining 10 coins here, 10 pentacles. For me, this figure kind of looks a little bit like Santa Claus or Saint Nicholas, someone who is very abundant, This could also be you, looking into the eye of the crystal ball, even at your own future, and seeing how generous you will be with your wisdom, with your knowledge of your creative industry, how you made money. I do see that this energy of leadership is going to be fruitful for you, because you're going to continue giving back. Now, the act of giving just brings more and more things to receive and to give. It's kind of the energy of gratitude. So make sure that you are always in an energy of gratitude, no matter how difficult your circumstances may be in February. I don't really get much difficulty in terms of challenges. I feel like you've gone through the gauntlet already, and I feel like you've already surpassed many tests and struggles, and I feel like you're kind of almost at the end here of that feeling of overwhelm and hard work. And I just, basically what I'm saying is your hard work is going to be paying off this February, and I really feel like you're going to be seeing it on a tangible basis. I also do see, Pearl 1, that you're going to be really applauded and praised and really revered, to be honest with you. You're someone who works really hard, and you go for what you want because you're really ambitious people. Now, with the Ten of Pentacles, I see that in your environment, as I said, you have really supportive people around you. You've got great family people, you've got great network people, you've got great soul family, chosen family, tribe people. Now, with that, it's always about how important the quality of the people that surrounds you really is a reflection of who you are, and what your ethics are, and what your belief systems are, and what your values are, what you tolerate and what you won't tolerate. Now, with the environment around you and the Ten of Pentacles energy, we have great wealth here. We have financial security. We have family as well, for those of you who are wishing and trying for a child, and you've been unsuccessful. You're going to get that second chance. This is the energy of second chances here. And I also do see there's going to be a positive contribution. There's going to be long-term success here. I feel like there's also recognition online, maybe having more followers as well online, of quality. Now, remember this, so I would just like to share this to some of you who need to hear this, that I received this message from a reader who I've been following recently, who I've just really vibrate with her energy, like really, really well. She channels beautifully from just guides that I really relate to. And sometimes your tarot readers may change over time as your vibration and your frequency changes. This can also be people that you look up to in online, or leaders in the world, whatever they may be in governance, or even these could also be people who are celebrities as well, that they could be changing because your vibration is changing. And so you may be looking at new leaders, you may be searching for new inspirations here. Now, anyway, there's this reader here on YouTube who I've been following recently, and everything that she's been saying has just been really hitting home for me. And I book psychic readings myself for guidance, and it's just great to have that confirmation as well. I also listen to and follow other readers on YouTube as well, who I feel, as I said, just really speak to me, and are channeling my guides and the wisdom and messages that I need to hear. And there's something about that energy here where I feel that you, Pearl 1, you're going to be, I just feel like you're just going to be attracting new opportunities for you of high quality. That's what I'm picking up on. And she said something about to me that really hit home to me, which was a massive confirmation, that that a lot of you may have been maybe worried that a lot of people had you'd lost a lot of followers, and you have a platform, and that maybe lots of people were starting to unfollow you, and you were maybe worried, like, what's going on? Is my content not good enough, or am I putting something out there that's just, you know, or do I not understand the algorithms, or is that something that's, you know? And they're saying, actually, I want to share this with you because I feel like you're connected with this message, because it connected with me, that I had, you know, lost a lot of followers in October through to January, and I'm still losing a few. But this is intentional, because my guides are bringing in higher quality and better quality listeners, readers, viewers of the content that I put out there. So that's a message for some of you who need to hear that. So I felt really connected with that, and they just say, they also said that there's nothing that you need to do. Don't start scrolling and looking at what other people do. Just focus on your own content, and it's kind of the energy of just being that open vessel, which is kind of the energy of the Queen of Cups, which is the counterpart to the King of Cups, or the Cups energy of just being that open vessel, and just they will come. You know, building that temple and they will come. And just, again, remember that confidence comes in different ways, not just how you appear, it's also your energy. You know, when you're confident in that feminine energy, you know that when you're open, that they will come. The energy is about attraction in a positive way. And I do feel like you will be attracting great people here. I also do see great investors here as well, of whatever it is that you're producing, that you're doing, that you're working on. Now, finally, well, not finally, but let's have a look at your innermost emotions, like what's going on within. Now, I did talk about the Fool card here. So there's this energy of like a leap of new faith, this excitement energy, this Aries energy as well, isn't it? So like deep within you, you want a fresh new start. You want something exciting and new happening for you. And I really do feel like it's going to be taking place. I feel like you're at the very beginning of your hero's journey. I do see that you may have encountered or experienced many journeys, many chapters, many cycles in your life, and I feel like you're ready and excited for the next one. This could also be you maybe wanting to travel to new destinations. This is also the energy of starting something fresh and new. You're almost at the very beginning of this new chapter in your life. I do feel like it involves stability. I feel like it involves family. I feel like it involves an important relationship as well for some of you, a significant change, a significant shift in your life that involves stability, family, a big new chapter in your life. And I feel like this does involve this energy of a second chance here. So take that as it resonates, whatever that may look like to you, because it can be anything. I just realised I got my t-shirt back to front. Okay, I just need to turn that around. But I can still channel while I'm reading for you. Pile 1. So I see the strong Aries energy here. So, you know, I do see that there is a fresh new beginning here. There's a fresh new start. This is also, you're excited about this year. I feel like you're excited about, this year. I feel like you're getting a second chance maybe this year over the year before that you had. Maybe last year was a bit hard for you. I just heard you may have experienced a lot of duress here. Maybe this involved a lot of working and not getting enough praise or recognition or even payment. And maybe you weren't able to work with like-minded people, and now you are. This can involve also starting a new job as well, for those of you who have been wanting that, I feel. Let's just get another card. Let's get another card for your final most likely outcome. Interesting, we had the moon here. So, you know, I did talk about the moon in the movies, and I also am reading right now under the moon's energy, the full moon in Leo, and we have the moon here. So the moon is Pisces energy. For some people it can also be Cancer. Now, as I'm reading, the sun is just so bright, it's quite difficult to see. And I feel like you are going to be so bright. You're going to be shining really, really bright. And I feel that There's going to be a lot of opportunities for you because people are going to see you shine. There's nothing you need to worry about, pile one. You have a lot of emotions, you have a lot of psychic gifts as well, pile one, and it's important that you bring them out to the world. There's a sense of magic here. There's something about you being really strongly connected as well to your subconscious, and this is important to create the life that you're wishing to create, particularly this month. I do feel like this month is really going to set the tone for the rest of the year. Now, you could also be seeing some of these effects, these physical changes in your world around you, around spring, or April, the month of April and May, as it's Aries energy, as well as a very strong emotional connection taking place during Cancer season, which is May, June as well. So there's also that here. And I do feel like I feel like you're really following your intuition, and I feel like your most likely outcome is going to be, you may be tested again, pile one, psychically, emotionally, and maybe even in your dream space. So make sure that you win, you conquer that battle in your subconscious. Because this can also be you as well doubting yourself of all of these things that you're feeling are going to take place and are going to happen. But to be honest with you, generally speaking, we have the Three of Cups energy, so it's going to be exciting. There's going to be something to celebrate, I would say. So you have celebration here after possibly a time of reflection and rest and rejuvenation, maybe even after heartbreak as well, or a difficult situation that involves a lot of anxiety, a lot of emotional pain, and you've been healing here. Okay, so let's have a look now at the major arcana. No, let's not. Let's have a look at the romance angels in terms of love. Let's see if there's anything with regard to love here. So you've been wanting, for some of you, a reconciliation with someone, and this person is coming in very soon or shortly, I'm hearing. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. I feel like this person knows what they want and they're going to be coming to you soon. Let's have a look at this Ten of Wands. Heart-to-heart conversation. So right now they're burdened with work at this time. They have a lot of responsibilities, but they are planning to have an honest heart-to-heart conversation with you. Let's now have a look at the goal and destiny, like the goal that they have. What's their goal? Well, the goal is first of all to release an ex or a third party. This could also be work or someone who they had dealt with before, maybe even was married to, and they maybe are finalizing divorce papers, or they need to break up with this person before starting a fresh new chapter with you. And this is the goal, is to release or cut cords from this ex energy, this past person. Okay, let's have a look now for February. What's the influence of the distant past with this Page of Wands energy? This person who's had their eye on you and their attention has been towards you, and they've had this excitement, and this person may have been maybe younger than you. There may be an age difference, or in the past there was a spark, there was excitement. In the past there was someone who was really inspired. This person may also be a free spirit. This person in the past, you had to pay attention to the red flags. The signs were cautioning you, because this person may not have been in the mature level that you needed them to be in, possibly. This could also be you as well. As I said, there may have been some immaturity involved, and this situation was not ready. The situation wasn't ripe for the picking. Remember, I said that. Let's have a look now with regard to love, for those of you who resonate with this. The recent past events with this King of Cups, this person who then ended up maturing, emotionally speaking. Yeah, look, So in the recent past, they may have said, or may have emoted, oh, you can see my eyes, they may have emoted, they may have shared some emotions and said, look, I want to reconcile. This person may be psychically connecting with you as well, and telling you in your dream space that they want to reconcile. Now we have, as you see, this bright sun coming through. That's why I keep looking at the camera to see if it's actually recording or not, and it is. But you can see these prisms as well. So, you know, after the rain comes the sun, and you know, you get beautiful refractions as well with the light and the rain and the sun, and that produces beautiful rainbows. So, you know, that's the energy of the Four of Swords as well. After a painful situation, maybe even between you both, you're psychically connecting and wanting that reconciliation. For those of you who really resonate with that message, you may be connecting with this person in the dream space, and you're feeling this, you're feeling like you're coming back together in the astral realm or in the dream realm. And this is also very true because you are really connected with this person on a subconscious level. So you connect in your dreams, essentially. Let's have a look now, your future influence in terms of love and this Three of Pentacles, please, Spirit. So we have in your future influence someone who may be going to rehab, possibly. There's also codependency energy here. So with the Three of Pentacles, I do see that someone is maybe may have been codependent, or maybe releasing codependent issues with a third party. And this is someone who's releasing that, or this person is actually going to rehabilitation or will be going to rehabilitation. This is also maybe you're going to be letting go. Very strong Leo energy here with the lion here that you may be able to see on the shield, who is letting go of addictions, possibly, or codependency. So they may be, you know, at a rehab or at an AAA group meeting or something like that, you know, where they talk about what they're going through. This could also be in the future, you could be going to a counsellor or a therapist as well, to talk about these issues. And it's really important that you speak to and seek a professional that does this as well. So I see that here for you. Let's have a look now at your present attitude with regard to the Six of Wands. Feeling victorious, feeling like you're going to win with regard to love. I also do see this person is, you know, has been dealing with a battle with regard to addictions, or even someone around them who may have been pulling at their strings and their energy in a negative way, in a codependent way. And this was a red flag for you in the past, and this person I feel like really wants to be victorious, A, in this connection with you, B, you know, getting clean as well. Let's have a look. Oops. So present attitude, yeah, passion. So there's obviously a lot of passion between both of you here. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So there's definitely a lot of chemistry between you both. If you have or haven't yet, either way, your connection in a physical, intimate situation is going to be very passionate. There's going to be mutual attraction between both of you, and you're wanting to allow yourself to have that freedom and to have that liberation in a physical, intimate way between both of you. Let's have a look now at your environment with the Ten of Pentacles here. Honeymoon. Yeah, so this person is really wanting to have a retreat with you, you know, have time with you here. And to be honest, I feel like this person is... this person really wants to sweep you off your feet and go away with you. They will have the money. You will have the money as well, to plan a trip abroad, maybe to Venice in Italy. Excuse me. Or Venice, LA. And, you know, just spend time with each other. And maybe this is your guides, your angels even, who are guiding this person to take that initiation or initiative to book that trip away or wherever it is. Could be overseas, over a river, over a stream, or whatever. It doesn't matter. And we also see this moon here, if you can see that. We have this moon here in the backdrop, where there's kind of like a very romantic evening setting here, and there's this couple here on the gondola. So that's really cute. So yeah, there's going to be that feeling of fulfillment between both of you, and this is what I feel both feeling like you want to spend time with each other here. Now let's have a look at the innermost emotions between both of you. Well, obviously it's this energy of a fresh new start. I do feel like the male in this energy, or the masculine energy in this connection, is wanting a fresh new beginning. They are going to take the initiative here. Emotionally, this is what they're feeling, and they want to really make the effort with you. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And I feel like this person is about to take a massive leap of faith, not just a small step. They're going to make a massive effort towards you, so allow them to do that. Make sure that you are continuing to be on your feminine energy, for those of you who are in the recipient, receptive, receiving feminine archetype energy, and yeah, just let them make the effort. So this is great. They're going to take a huge leap of faith, and this takes a lot of courage, so keep an eye out for that, and make sure that you respect that as well, because this person's also gone through some transformation somehow with the butterfly as well. Okay, this person's also very loyal here. They like to do things the right way. So if they're leaving a connection, they want to start something new, fresh, with a fresh new energy, having cut someone out officially, and start a new journey with you, a fresh new start. Now, with the most likely outcome, we did have 2 cards. So we have children and let your friends help you. So your love life is being affected by children, and ask for and accept support from others. Now, with the moon card, this does talk about this energy of the subconscious and also the mother here, which is interesting with the Cancer energy. The moon is also the energy of Diana, the goddess Diana of war, the goddess of war, and wisdom. And I feel like this situation will involve children. For those of you who have been trying or wanting to have a child, I do feel like most likely you will be having children with this person, or even an extended family with this person, if they themselves are a father themselves. So there's a lot of children, lots of family here. And I do feel like your friends, your trusted friends, are going to be helping you. I also feel like their trusted friends are going to be helping them towards the right choice. And I feel like they've already, made the choice towards you, for you, because they see you as the one. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. And I do feel like there is going to be celebration between you both in the month of February, because you both feel this strong psychic connection between both of you. Now, let's have a look at the Frida Designs card for the major arcana for the month of February, please. Before we do that, let's have a look at the tarot again with the Rider-Waite. Let's just get 1 card for the month of February, please. Okay, so generally speaking, we have the Chariot, the Queen of Swords, the 4 of Cups, and the 8 of Pentacles. Hopefully you can see all of that. So for the month of February, it talks about a lot of fast movement coming in, maybe after a time where there wasn't any. There's also an important road trip, maybe even a purchase of a car, maybe even someone coming towards you as well. I do feel like there is someone who's going to make a strong effort towards you here and come towards you, maybe over land, sea, oceans, water, streams, rivers, towns, states, villages. There's a distance, I feel, between you both. And I feel like this person is coming in with a lot of courage here. And there's whatever obstacles that you've been going through generally at work and life, just generally speaking, the month of February talks about these obstacles being overcome. And there's this really, really strong message of success here for the month of February. If you've blocked someone, or if you've closed your door on somebody, because this person wasn't seeing you in the right way. They didn't see you in a grateful way. I feel like this was the right thing to do, because with the Queen of Swords, this is someone who has high standards, and maybe you said something, or maybe you will be saying something in a quite a clear-cut manner, and I feel like this other person who you may have closed the door, or someone, or family, or friends, or people that I feel like you're shifting into a new reality, and there may have been people that took you for granted. So there's this energy of, or maybe this is happening for the month of February, this is a February prediction, where someone is understanding that they shouldn't have, or they should not have, or will not be taking you for granted, because you may be closing the door on one particular person or many people. You may also be going through a divorce and a transformation. You're also going through, you're closing doors on people as well, for the month of February, who aren't in the same frequency as well. There's a level of respect here for those of you as well who really kind of connect with that message. From others, and you're someone who's really independent, and you have unbiased judgment. You also have clear boundaries, and you're very direct with your communication. With the Seven of Pentacles, you're someone who works really hard, and you will be working really hard in a right way, in a smart way, to refine your skill sets that you already have for the month of February. For those of you who are going to be starting a new job, a new career, a new role, this is going to be great for you. Because I feel like you're going to be praised and respected, and you're just going to be left alone to independently work and do what you need to do, because I feel like people are going to trust you. So that's good. And generally, in terms of love, with the Seven of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords and the Chariot, I feel like you may have told someone no and closed the door. You may have even blocked someone. This person's going to find a way to come in and contact you, I feel. They may even be showing up at your doorstep as well and saying, you know, I'm really sorry that I didn't see your value before, and now I do, and I really want to put effort into this connection here, with the Make the Effort card and the Seven of Pentacles. Overall card from the major arcana for reader designs for the month of February, please, Spirit. What is that? Trusting your intuition, and we have a clear-cut ending here in a situation for the month of February. So we have your lessons have been learnt with the Scorpio energy. There has been a definitive ending in a situation with people, a place, a job. You're going to be following your intuition for the month of February. Scorpio and Pisces strongly here with the King of Cups and the Moon card. And it's really important to continue being a badass and following your intuition, because you already know you have the power, and your subconscious dreams, your subconscious is telling you what you already know is going to be happening in your future here with the Six of Wands in particular. You know that things are going to be victorious and they're going to be working out in your favour. Let's get one card from the mystical healing cards for you for the month of February, please. There's something to celebrate indeed, and you're going to be receiving a lot of messages as well, a lot of love messages. This could be from other people as well that you may not have much interest in, and these could be 4 people in particular, but there's one person that you have your eye on. You have support, okay? So you have support, and you've got good friends around you, so let your friends help you here. We have 36, which could be significant. So 6, 7, 8, 9, that adds up to 9. Let me have a look at the booklet for the month of February, pile 1. Okay, let me just show you this card so you can see as I'm reading. And you can take a screenshot of that if that helps as well, and maybe have it as a background. So before I end, please make sure to click the like button on this video, and it's just a nice energy exchange for my time as well. I really, really do appreciate it. And also share this video for those who you feel need to hear the messages. So you have support. You are receiving more help from the heavenly host than you can imagine. Your role is to assist the higher beings to help you by consciously participating in your own inner developments. From the moment you wake up till the time you enter sleep, you are either strengthening your ability to receive assistance and regeneration from the higher beings, or weakening it. The way to allow more enlivening support to enter into your life is to start the day with a powerful meditative practice which connects you to your spirit. Focus on seeing the beauty around you and offer help to those who are open to it. Consume organic food and drink. Listen to your inner cycles and make decisions that honor them. Spend time away from technology. Whenever you go, whenever you can, go into nature and meditate on the spiritual wisdom concealed in it. Be kind to yourself. Listen to music that heals and calms your soul. Start learning about the laws of karma and higher worlds. Give yourself time for any type of artistic or creative endeavors. As you start to live more in harmony with yourself, you will find that support flows to you from every area of your life. You may wish to take action on writing down which areas of your life you need extra support. Then next to this, write down when you can do to support yourself more. Make time to do the things that will make you grow. Kindly share with others what would be helpful to you. Whenever possible, also offer kindness and assistance to others. Before going to sleep, reflect on your day and acknowledge the areas where you have been assisted and the areas of service where you can do better. So beautiful messages here for you, Pile 1. I really do hope you like this video. Make sure to like, share and subscribe. And if you would like 50% off, currently take advantage of that. The offer ends next Friday. And if this doesn't resonate for you and you came all the way to the ending, you may wish to go to Pile 2 and Pile 3. Thank you so much. God bless. Take care. How many minutes have we done here? We've done an hour. Let's do an hour for Pile 2. Oh, that goes there. I normally take breaks in between, but I feel like I'm just going to power through this. Okay. Alright, Pile 2. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. Let's have a look. What's happening for you for the month of February? We have happiness with the 10 of Cups here. So generally speaking, this is going to be a wonderful time for you for the month of February. You're going to feel really emotionally fulfilled. Absolutely gorgeous card here. I see that there's going to be lots of joy, lots of laughter, lots of happiness, feelings of contentment, satisfaction, gratitude. You know, this feeling of divine love as well. Like, I feel like there's divine union here. So you may be coming in finally with your physical union with your person, for those of you who've been on the journey with your person in separation. There's also blissful relationships, energy, harmony and alignment here with the 10 of Cups. So beautiful completion and fulfillment here. Absolutely gorgeous to have in a reading. Pile 2. So Pile 2, let's have a look at the Celtic cross for you. The steps for you, Pile 2. Now, just so you know, I do have 50% off at this time. So you may wish to take advantage of this offer. It runs and ends until next Friday. I don't know when the next time I'll be doing the offer again, so yeah, you may wish to take advantage of that. For the bookings, you can go directly onto the website and book directly there. Okay, so I'm going to do something different than I did in pile 2. I'm just going to shuffle and then just pick the cards. Oops. Okay, one more. Oh, goodness me. Well, we definitely have the Nine of Pentacles. So you may have been in separation from someone, and you may have had to take some time out to figure out what you truly want. There may have been some fears involved or some sort of illusion, but there's clarity coming through. Okay. All right, so let's have a look. Your present situation, we have the Eight of Cups. Yeah, so the decision you made was the right one, I feel. In your present situation, you've moved away from something or someone to go towards your fulfillment here. You'd rather cut your losses and go towards what it is that you truly wanted. And I feel like that's quite an honorable thing to do. It takes a lot of courage to do something like that, because, you know, you invest emotionally quite a lot in something and you're just not getting your return. So you'd rather just cut your losses and go up this metaphorical mountain, even go into hermit mode possibly. There's some fear involved as well. There's possible some anxiety involved as well. But, you know, we end up with the Ten of Cups generally for the month of February. So this is great news. The full moon in Leo is currently happening at the time of this video, this reading. We have the Eight of Wands for all of the piles. So generally speaking, there's a lot of beautiful love messages coming through. There's a lot of attention. There's a lot of possible travel as well involved for you, pile 2. But generally speaking, there's movement in your direction. Okay. Let's have a look what's blocking you. The King of Pentacles came out earlier as well, didn't it? So we have the King of Pentacles here. So what was or what is currently influencing this situation is stability. You know, is stability, maybe even meeting or being with the right person, with the right one, the reliable husband, the reliable partner, regardless of gender, the reliable father figure, and the reliable parent here. Now, with the King of Pentacles energy, this does talk about wealth and business as well as leadership. This also talks about discipline, security, and abundance here. So maybe you just weren't getting your financial abundance at your place of work. Maybe you didn't feel secure in your place of work. So you'd rather just move towards, you know, something that does. And I feel like that's going to be happening here because we have that hint with the Ten of Cups. If this is a love reading, we will do the love reading in a sec. But if this is love related, I feel like there was someone who didn't quite come into this leadership, this king energy. Yeah. This person may be strong Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. They may have that in their natal chart. They may have that very strongly in their natal chart placements. But either way, this person is very strategic. They like to plan ahead. And if they see that something isn't going to be bearing fruit, they'd rather cut their losses and move on. I do feel like this person has their money on their mind and their mind on their money. That's what I'm seeing and hearing here. And this person may be, you know, maybe you had to move away from this person physically, you know, even. But emotionally you had. This person emotionally had as well, because they needed to focus on their abundance, their job, their work, their finances, their stability. This person may be a really strong provider in their group of people, their tribe as well. They may be a father, or at least, the very least, a parent or a leader in their group of people, and they provide to their group or tribe. Okay, so let's have a look now at the goal currently. We have the 8 of Swords. Okay, so the goal with regard to you and someone around you, I'm just checking the timer there. Well, it's interesting because you have the 8 of Swords, which is someone who has very negative thoughts and is putting themselves in a self-imposed trap or prison. So no one's goal is really that, is it? But it seems like this person just wants to stay focused on their stability, or you may want to just stay focused on your stability. So you'd rather just close yourself in and just work in your lab or your office or your studio or whatever it may be, so that you just make sure that you just keep focusing on your financial abundance. Now, this is someone who may also be emotionally unavailable. This could also be you who's emotionally unavailable. And the focus is on work. It's like almost like you or someone around you or this person doesn't want to be distracted from the goal. This is someone who is very work oriented, and someone who just really wants to work on business. Okay. All right, let's have a look now at the influences from your distant past. 5 of Cups. So there's an energy here of strong, regrets and disappointments. And I also just heard the grass wasn't greener. So I feel like this person had grave regrets for them choosing their work, but they had to because they are a provider over you. This person has been really hurt by love in general, and any time that they became close with someone, they almost felt emotionally trapped, and they almost felt like they had to give their power away to that person. And they may have had many relationships, like at least 3 significant relationships, that really made them not feel so emotionally open or emotionally available. But I feel like they're learning something here, or at least this is someone who has learned something in the distant past, that being emotionally unavailable and focusing on work alone in the material world is not a well-rounded individual. This person may have intimacy issues or commitment issues as well. You see that these 2 people have hoods as well. They're like a hooded person, they're a hooded person. This person has turned away their energy. So pile 2, I see that there is someone who has turned their energy away from you. This could also be you too. This person likes the finer things in life. They may have had even an addiction with buying things or material things, or even drinking or food consumption. This is kind of giving me strong Taurus energy here, where there's someone here who's just focused on their home and their luxury goods and luxury items and feeling really comfortable. Now that's not necessarily bad, but it's like how this person has achieved so much. They're in a position of leadership. This could also be you yourself, pile 2, where you've got this beautiful acclaim and you've got this beautiful home and you have the wonderful bed sheets and you have this wonderful sofa and all of the lovely things in your home, but you've got no one to share it with. And I feel like this person is realizing that maybe being emotionally unavailable for the month of February, as they had been in their past, may not be necessarily the right thing, because this person is missing a counterpart essentially. And it's not to say you have to be with another person, but I feel like deep down this person wants a 2 of Cups situation. They want someone with whom they can share their love with, their home with, their abundance with. They want someone who has mutual emotional respect, you know, with. They want true love with the Two of Cups. Yeah, they want a partner. They want a partnership. And this is something that in the distant past they may have experienced. It's like, well, you know, maybe my true castle here, with a castle here and the castle here, is actually building a home with other people involved, a community, a partnership, a family. And, you know, we have a castle here as well. So there's something here where this person or you yourself may have had a goal to create opulence, to create financial stability, but it was kind of like a false future, like a false abundance. It's like someone who's stuck in the matrix, in the sense of like working to get that thing, to get that car, to get that home, to get this, that. Yeah, they have, I would say, had a lot of sacrifices they've had to make in order to achieve those things, those goals. But it's almost being, you know, when horses have their blinders on, it's like they will do whatever it takes to focus fully on that goal and not entertain any emotional fulfillment. You know, it's quite admirable that this person or you yourself are very driven and the goal is to create that stability. But what use is that stability when you can't share the joy of that, or even the storytelling of how you got there with someone else that you can confide in? I don't know whether this person has, or you yourself have, many people or important, significant people with whom you can confide. And I feel like there's also a little bit of victimization here in the distant past where someone was hurt, and therefore this hurt may have caused intimacy issues, or maybe even like a lack of trust with other people. Okay, so this person would have rather cut their losses, or you yourself would rather cut your losses than open up your heart here, because you've been hurt before. So this is someone, you yourself or someone around you, who you may be sabotaging, or you may sabotage connections, like true love connections, really. And I feel like this person or you yourself have met a true love connection. You felt there was a difference with someone else that you never felt before. And I'm looking at the timer and it's 111, by the way. So there was an open portal doorway that Spirit had opened up, and this was a wake-up call, to be honest, of true love knocking at your door. So in February, I see that these patterns are coming up, these patterns of behaviour are coming up again. Let's now have a look at the recent past events. Wow, you see? So we have the Three of Swords. So the recent past, we have a lot of pain, a lot of anxiety, someone who's been really hurt, you know, someone who's been really, really, really hurt here. This person may have been married here. We have a church window here, a stained glass window. This person, again, we have the Three Cups here and the Three Swords here. This person has been really hurt by love, maybe by three significant persons or people. They allowed this to happen, though, because we have choices, we have free will. But, you know, this person's been through betrayal. This person's been through heartbreak. You yourself may have been through heartbreak as well. Real emotional pain, a lot of sorrow. This person may have a lot of anxiety, or you may have anxiety as well, over love in general. There's grief. There's also possibly a breakup with somebody here. So you may be dealing with someone who you've broken up with, or they broke up with you and they broke your heart, because they would rather cut their losses, not be hurt again. So this person is giving me the energy of they would rather hurt you than be hurt by you. Okay. With the Three of Swords, I see that there is just a lot of hurt here. Breakup energy. Separation. There's a separation in your recent past between you both. And I would say the significant person is the King of Pentacles energy that I spoke about. Okay, let's have a look now at the future influence, the Emperor. Wow, so we have the Divine Masculine here. So I am picking up that you may be the Divine Masculine, or you're dealing with a Divine Masculine who in your future is going to be influencing this month of February. Strong Aries energy here in particular. Now with the Emperor, we have someone who has indeed been working very, very hard, very methodically towards this goal of putting the blinders up. I'm going to create my empire. I'm going to lead. I want to be a boss. I want to be a positive leader. You know, the Emperor also has their eye on what they've built. They have their eye on their kingdom, their empire. This person is someone who is really respected in their line of work. Very strong masculine energy and very strong father figure. So you also could be a father here who's been working really, really hard indeed in order to be in a place of stability, because you don't care about love right now, because you'd rather hurt people than actually open up your heart to true love. Now this is also someone who you could be, or you're dealing with, who, you know, the energy of hurt people. So this may be a trauma passed down through generations, particularly through the paternal line. So there's emotional inadequacy or lack of emotional intimacy with your paternal line here, and this is a pattern that needs to be broken here. Okay, now with the Emperor, yeah, we have strong energy of stability here. The future influence involves, again, there's three, like we have the eagles here. This person also has, like, they like to protect what they've built, and they have eyes around their kingdom, their empire. This is also someone who has like good surveillance. So this is someone who has CCTV around their workplace, around their home as well, because they want to protect what they've built. So rest assured, this person is someone who can be trusted, and this person is someone with whom you can feel very, very safe. That's something I want to share with you all. As you can see, I'm charging my crystals in the full moon light. And the full moon in Leo, at the time of this reading, we've got someone who's, I think, gardening. Yeah, we have someone here who is really, like, more so in a position of leadership than they were before. So if they needed to focus on their work, it's actually really paid off here. Now the Emperor, I have to say, is nothing without the Empress. I'm biased because I'm an Empress, I'm a Divine Feminine. The Empress, the Divine Feminine, doesn't need to be with anyone. The feminine energy is the creator. She doesn't need to be with anyone, she creates. Whereas the Divine Masculine, I feel, needs to be with the Empress, you know? It's just very interesting, like around different cultures, men need women more than women need men. Whether they admit that or not, it's up to you. It's up to them to decide, up to you to decide. But I do see that here, that this person is very proud of what they've achieved here. They've understood the cycles of life. This is someone who really understands science and is very logical. They're really in their right brain. Is the right brain, which is logic and the masculine energy. You know, focus and commitment and planning and strategy and mathematics and all of these things and logic. They understand cause and effect. They understand, if I do this, then I will get this. But also, you know, in terms of love, they want to make sure that they are getting into something, or, you know, involving themselves emotionally into something that is going to bring out a positive return. Now, remember, this is someone who invests. This is someone who isn't someone who's just gonna, you know, like randomly plan a trip I mean, they'll plan a trip, but there's an intention behind it. There's a reason why they plan that trip. Yeah? There's a reason why they want to connect with you. I'm just taking my jumper off because it's actually really warm with the sun. So that's what I'm seeing here. Pile 2. So I kind of get the sense that pile 2, when this person comes to this level of major security, this person has built a fortress around their heart as well, I would say. I feel like this person will want to then start to think about sharing their life, their heart with another individual. I also get the sense, pile 2, that this person in your near future is someone who's very influential, as I said before. But this is also someone who is... they would rather be really stable than... Yeah, they'd rather be really stable so that they're able to provide more to their counterpart. It's like really important. It's kind of like it's embedded in their ethics or their belief system that in order to be in a relationship, they have to have security. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. So let's have a look now at your present attitude, pile 2. We have the Lovers card. So the Lovers is strong Gemini energy. Also the message of love, but also the Choice card too. So pile 2, we have someone who has made or will be making or currently is making, and you yourself are making a very important choice in love. Okay, and I would say that this person has chosen you because this person chooses wisely. You know, as I said, they are people who are planners, they're thinkers, they're organizers, they're strategists. They don't do things just without reason, is what I'm seeing here. So this person is choosing the right choice, and this person, the choice is you. And if this is you, you're choosing them, or you're choosing the right match. Oh my gosh, what are they doing? Trimming, I don't know, hedges or something. But yeah, Gemini energy here could be significant here in terms of the month of June and July. No, sorry, what am I talking about? May and June. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. So there's an attitude here presently where this person is currently choosing you. With the Lovers energy, you know, I do feel like this person has a lot of love. I do feel like they understand that this connection is true. This connection is divine. And I just feel like this person is making a really important decision here. We have 2 major arcanas, and I feel like there's a big shift that's happening in their life, and I feel like this big shift involves you, and you're also making this big shift for the month of February. Now, Valentine's Day could also be very significant with the 8 of Wands, the 3 of Swords, and a Lover's card. This person could actually come to you and say, look, I've been really heartbroken over love before. Lots and lots of messages here. This person likes to communicate a lot through their vocal cords, so they like to speak. This is also someone who likes to gift. This is a gift giver. This is one of their love languages, is giving gifts. So this person could just turn up and offer you a gift, or you know, share something with you or for you. I'm seeing boxes of chocolates, flowers, wine even, possibly. This person could even invite you to their home, their fortress kingdom that only very sacred people enter, and tell you all of these things and hug you and embrace you. This person is a very tactile, material, physical person. but they also make great lovers as well. So this person is actually currently thinking about these things at this present moment. This is their attitude. I would say that they're in an attitude that's very positive at this time. I feel like they are healed from this heartbreak or separation, maybe between you and them. And I feel like, to be honest, I'm actually getting more the messages about them over you. I'm not really getting much work stuff. I should really talk about work. But yeah, I feel like that's kind of on the cards here. In terms of work, for the month of February, pile 2, I feel like you are moving away from a place of work that is emotionally dissatisfactory for you. There's just not enough emotional satisfaction or completeness. And I feel like you're going towards something that is going to make you feel more stable. I also feel like you may have asked for a raise and you didn't get it. And so therefore you're searching for other opportunities this month of February. And you're really just staying focused on that. You don't really want to be distracted from your focus and your goal with getting a pay raise or even getting a promotion or even being in a position of power where you feel like you deserve. I'm just checking the timer. And I feel like this position really does involve you leveling up here, this feeling or desire of being a boss figure here. Not someone who's bossy. Maybe you've been healing that bossiness. But I feel like you are wanting to be honest, you're wanting to really level up here in your career. And I feel like there's a level of respect here that's involved. Because you work really hard and you don't allow emotional things or even maybe grievances. This could also be deaths possibly in your family, or maybe a death of an animal, or a separation in love or romantic situations to deter you from your goal. And it doesn't mean to say that you're cold-hearted. I don't see that. I see that you are very you're quite good at compartmentalizing. There's also in your present attitude, there's also in terms of work an important choice that you're making, an important decision that you're making for the month of February with regards to a work partnership. So in this work partnership, I feel like you're going to be choosing the right work partner. So this could also be an investor as well that's going to be working in your benefit here. Now let's have a look now at your environmental influences. Queen of Wands. Okay, so with the Queen of Wands, I see that someone around you, I am picking up on a masculine energy for this reading, a divine masculine energy. So someone around you, you find incredibly attractive. This could also be a place of work where you're working, or a department that you're in charge of, and you actually are really attracted to someone here with the Queen of Wands. You could also be this energy here where you're attracting a lot of admirers for the month of February. Lots of admirers where people are sending you lots of messages and blah blah blah, happy Valentine's Day, da 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 da, because you're coming across as just really attractive, really stunning, really beautiful, really open, and I feel like you're very receptive, or at least you will be very receptive for the month of February of these energies. You're feeling really confident here with the Queen of Wands, Leo energy in particular, Sagittarius and Aries energy, because we are currently reading the full moon in Leo at this time. You're like the sun, and you give a lot of light and you recharge other people's energies for the month of February as well. You are highly influential and highly inspirational as well. You're also very confident and courageous for the month of February, and independent. Could be a little bit of a social butterfly for the month of February. You're also very determined to achieve these goals of stability. You know that you're not a choice for other people as well. You know that you are always going to be the right choice for others. If anything, you're not a choice. You just are who you are. And this level of confidence within you is very attractive, because you know your worth, you know who you are, you know what you like, you know your values. You are also someone who has really significant and important creative skills that no one else has, and you've really been able to market those skills really well, pile 2. Beautiful energy. Aries and Gemini energy here in particular. Okay. Let's see what else. Yeah, let's just move on and we'll see some other messages if they come through. Now let's have a look at your innermost emotions for the month of February. We have the World card. Wow, look at that. So we're feeling, for the month of February, pile 2, really fulfilled. For the month of February, we're feeling like things are coming full circle. We're feeling like we want to travel. We're feeling like we may want to relocate. We're feeling like we may want to fall pregnant. With the Queen of Wands and the Emperor energy and this card here, in your emotional space, there's strong potentiality for pregnancy here, because you are actually, if you are feminines, divine feminines as well, or women, you are in the energy of being very fertile at this time. You're also pile 2 for the month of February. I just heard like creating a blaze of something. So with this blaze of fire, you're also creating boundaries with people who aren't ready to run the gauntlet of the fire that you have passed and you have walked over. So you yourself have walked over fire, like stones, hot coals, stones that were like filled with, I'm just seeing a pathway of fire. And I feel like you took a lot of courage to walk over these hot coals, and not many people are able to see that. Now in the sky, I'm seeing this X in the sky, this cross section of two airplanes that have crossed. And I just saw this bird that crossed over the X. So I kind of get the sense that no longer will you be heartbroken. I feel like you've chosen within yourself and within your soul that this emotional separation or breakup or whatever is no longer running you. You've crossed the fire. You've walked over the fire. And now it's up to your divine masculine to do the same for you. This is the energy of like, if I was in a fire, in a blazing house fire, we're like, I expect that divine masculine to save me. It's not that necessarily you need to be saved, pile 2, but it's the energy of like, I'm able to get out of this firing, blazing house, but would that person do the same to come through and over the fire into the house and the blazing fire to save me? I don't mean that you need to be saved. I just get the sense that something about the element of fire here really strongly, that it takes huge sacrifice. Oh, I was going to sneeze. Huge sacrifice and courage to walk over hot coals. And I feel like there's a match here is what I'm saying. I feel like there is a match where this person is willing and able to do that, because they have that spark, they have that desire, they have that fire. And I do feel like this person is showing you signs of kisses in the sky with the X. I feel like this person wants to send you lots of messages of love. And I feel like there is going to be someone coming back around for you for the month of February. At least this is in your innermost desires, in your innermost feelings. This is how you feel. You're also feeling very accomplished, pile 2, for the month of February. You're feeling like you deserve to be spoiled rotten for the month of February. That's what I'm seeing here. And I also know that for you, pile 2, if you are women, you have it going on in your root chakra. It's the best that anyone's been around. You know, it's top prize. So you know your value as well with that. Okay. Now, pile 2, let's have a look now at your most likely outcome for the month of February, justice. So things are going to be working out in your favour. If you've been going through some legal situations at work, it's going to be going in your favour. Really strong Libra energy here. It's about balance, as well as the energy of karma. And I feel like for you, pile 2, there is an energy of someone who understands the cause and the effect. This person understands those laws. This person understands that what they have done, maybe if they've hurt you or mistreated, I don't want to say mistreated you, but they've hurt you or betrayed your love or betrayed your trust or betrayed your heart somehow. This person has been going through the fire of that pain, because they understand the karma, the karmic effects of what they've done to you, I would say. I don't feel like this person does things on purpose to hurt you. I feel like this person is very conscientious, but that if you've been through the fire and you've come out the other end of it complete and whole, and you've ended a situation and made a chapter in your life, and you're ready to start something new, this person has recently gone through all of that. And this person in the near future may be communicating and telling you that they really want to balance out this connection. They really want things to go well for you. They want to provide some sort of contract. They want to come back around. They want to reconcile. They want to have a fresh new start with you. They want to tell you that this situation has completed whatever they've dealt with. And I also get the sense that this person really wants to balance things out in the connection if they've been unbalanced. I'm just checking the timer. Okay, let's have a look at the bottom of the deck. We have the Nine of Cups and the Death card, which is interesting. The Death card did come out in the Major Arcana for pile 1. So there has been a major ending in the past, and there was a wish fulfillment. You both felt love between both of you, I would say. But to be honest with you, you know, with the Ten of Cups, this is the feeling of completion for the month of February. In terms of work, I don't feel like there's anything that you really need to do other than shine bright. And I feel like you're going to be really respected and applauded and recognized for your beauty, your attraction, your creativity skills. That's what I'm sort of seeing here for the month of February. Let's have a look in terms of love with the Eight of Cups. We have wedding. So this person may have moved away, may have had a divorce recently, and this situation involves wedding. So this person may have had to move away from you in order to complete this divorce paper, this official ending in a marriage contract. And I feel like this person had to do that in order to complete a cycle. This could also be yourself as well. This person is also, again, really conscientious, but by doing that, by moving away from you emotionally, this had really hurt you. And I feel like this person then focused on their career, their work, their stability. But I also do feel like this person sees you as someone that they could also be marrying, or at least, at the very least, have a really important, stable relationship with you. Because remember, this person is a future thinker. This person likes to plan in advance. This person is someone who understands the sanctimony of marriage. You know, this person is really loyal as well. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Now, this person that you may be dealing with may be different from your usual type. So just keep an open mind if this is someone you haven't met before. You could be meeting someone in the month of February. I also have to say there is a bit of a hint here with the Ten of Cups and the wedding and the World's card and the Justice card. This person could be coming back in order to propose to you, I have to say, because they could be closing out an important cycle in their life, and you may not be expecting it. Also, they see you as someone who is highly desirable, and they see that you have lots of options in love. But they see you as a catch, and they want to secure this connection with you. Yeah, that's what I see. I also feel like this person really wants you to move into their home, or at least have a future with each other. This person's a real homebody. Okay, let's have a look at the goal in love with the Eight of Swords. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Now, this is something that someone has been doing. If you've been dealing with this energy and you've been really resonating with the messages that I've been sharing with you, if this pile hasn't resonated with you, you may want to go to pile 1 or pile 3. I also currently have 50% off at this time, so you may wish to take advantage of the 50% offer for all sessions for the bookings, including shamanic healing. The offer ends next Friday, and I don't know when I'll be offering this 50% off again. So you may wish to book with me to go deeper into your situation in terms of work or love, or if you want to have an energy cutting shamanic healing ceremony as well, we can do that through abstract medicine on my website. You can just book directly. So love yourself first here. So this person has been loving themselves first, but they've also been working on their stability. Meanwhile, you've also been loving yourself first as well. And your self-respect has made you more romantically attractive. Because you have self-respect, you are more attractive to this individual. Let's now have a look at the distant past, the influences regarding the distant past and regrets. So someone from your past is returning to your life. Okay, so that's a given because that's what I said before with the World card. But in the distant past, as soon as this person walked away from you, they had instant regrets and they just wanted to find a way to reconcile, to come back in. But once they make a decision stubbornly, they just kind of, they just like, they're people of their word. And so once they make a choice, they kind of just stick with it. But they have tried to find ways to come back in. They may have written notes or messages and deleted those messages, written emails and deleted those emails, etc., etc. But this person, as soon as they moved away from you, they emotionally immediately regretted, and they wanted to immediately reconcile. But they couldn't reconcile because Spirit said, look, if you want to come in again to this person, i.e. you have to come correct. You have to complete this cycle or even marriage with another person and do this in the legal way, in the right way. Heal yourself, love yourself first, and understand that love comes from within first, with spirit and alignment and respect with God and with spirit first. And have your self-respect intact before you come to this individual, because this person is in you, pole 2, is someone who has high honours and has a lot of important belief systems as well, with regard to self-respect. Let's have a look now with the Emperor. No, let's have a look now with the Three of Swords. This Three of Swords being in your recent past events. So the Three of Swords, to be honest, I feel like this person, once they knew that they had broken your heart, their heart was also broken, and their heart was broken open to new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Now this person you may have met recently, or this person you may have met after you've actually been dealing with a breakup. You know, you may have been dealing with something that was grieving your heart, maybe a loss of some sort. But I see that there also with this person, like in the recent past and even distant past, if they've regretted moving away from you emotionally, if they've caused this separation or forced this breakup or forced themselves moving away from you, they wanted to reconcile and they wanted to have a new love with you because their heart was broken open. You know, with these doves here just opening up. I do feel like this is a divine connection, to be honest with you, and I do feel like this is something that was kind of written in the stars here. Now let's have a look at the Emperor card. In your future, the future influence for pile 2. So we have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So this is really interesting because in the influence, you may be dealing with people who may not be the right people, because you have lots of choices, pile 2. But I also do see with the Emperor card that this person may not necessarily feel worthy. You know, this person's ego may be knocked down a notch. So this person may be checked again by spirit saying, are you sure you feel worthy of this person? Because I feel like this person feels like their confidence comes through and their validation comes through how much they earn, what position they're in at work. It's obviously a high position. So this person is coming from a bit of an egoic stance here. I want to get another card for you with regards to the future. You may even reject this person when they come in. The first time around, I'm hearing. Okay. Honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So this card came out in pile 1. So this may be again coming through, but I feel like, you know, you may give them a hard time, you know, when they come back in pile 2. There's no doubt this person is going to be coming back in, but you're going to make them work for it, is what I'm hearing. And once they do, you'll be enjoying a honeymoon period with each other. You'll be enjoying time and a retreat with each other, to spend time with each other, and even kind of just, you know, fall in love again, possibly for some of you as well. Let's have a look now at the past attitude. Sorry, the present attitude with the Lovers card. We have trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. So, yeah, we have the energy of faith here that is needed currently. And this is what you are being asked to have, is to have faith and trust in this situation. Trust that this person is making the right choice, which is you. The situation is calling you to have faith, okay? So that's gorgeous. Trust that this person is going to be choosing you. That's all you need to know. Let's have a look now with the Queen of Wands and see what is influencing this person, or what's influencing your environment. So we have the card of very soon here. Okay, so we have very soon with the Queen of Wands. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Now, in the influence around you, in your environment, the people around you, you are affecting people. You are attracting people, you know, just by your presence, by your energy, by your aura, pile 2. Now, with the Queen of Wands, the energy of you being in this energy of receptivity and confidence brings in this person coming in very soon to you. Just clear and simple. Let's have a look now at your innermost emotions with the World card. You want something to end. You want something to complete. You want something to harmonize here. You want a cycle to complete. You want a cycle to end for the month of February, pile 2, don't you? You also want to travel. You want to... you also want worldwide acclaim here, is what I'm seeing, pile 2. So let's have a look. We having okay, so look, we have express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So whatever you're dealing with in terms of love, there is going to be an ending and a completion and a restart. So there is someone who's going to come back around. There's going to be a new love energy between you both. This person is going to be expressing their love physically. This person is a very material, tangible, tactile person. This person will give you gifts. This person will be hugging you, embracing you, kissing you, sending you lots of messages of love and appreciation and affection. And this person is going to come to you to make those romantic moves and gestures. There's also engagement here. And as I said, I feel like this person, there could be a wedding and a proposal here involved. So we do have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment here. Now with the Justice card, there is something of a contract involved here. So this is beautiful. Your connection is going to be ascending. You're letting go of codependency issues. And this is the card that came out in pile 1, which is something that you may be dealing with. You may have resonated with pile 1 as well. So the important thing is to stay faithful, trusting, and committed to the journey, and just allow things to take place. Don't force things to happen. Just allow things to evolve, and you will get your happiness. You will get your wishes fulfilled. You will have harmony. You will have completion. You will have that reconciliation and love. And I do feel like it's going to be balanced out, and someone is going to be giving back to you the way you gave back to them. Let's have a look at the general messages for you for the month of February, pile 2. So pile 2, we have the Ace of Cups and the King of Cups. So again, we have this energy of new love. To be honest, I feel like it's mainly love on the cards for you for the month of February. So we have this energy of a resurgence in love. We have this energy of new love, love in general, new feelings, emotional awakening, creativity for the month of February, spirituality for the month of February, and intuition. Your intuition is telling you to just be yourself, blooming and shining bright for all to see for the month of February, pile 2. You're very, very attractive, and you're attracting a lot of admirers, but there's one particular person who has deep love for you with this King of Cups. I would say, and this person is going to be expressing love to you and falling in love with you, maybe even again, for the month of February. Let's get a major arcana. Okay, so we have, this isn't a major arcana, this is just a card that I stuck Frida's sticker on. So there's going to be physical and emotional intimacy for you, pile 2. There's also a possible difference of race or culture. There's something different about you both. You may have accents, you may speak different languages, you may be in separation physically as well. Maybe that was a main governing factor between your connection, whether there was a long distance relationship involved. But I do feel like this person is going to be traveling, possibly even coming towards you. But distance is nothing when true love is involved here, really. And we have the strength. So we have the energy for the month of February of courage. We have the energy of Leo here, which is a full moon in Leo currently, that we're channeling and tuning into as well. We have someone who's very bold and courageous, someone who has a lot of strong will, someone who's also maybe doing some workouts for the month of February as well, pile 2. Someone who is seen as very courageous, is seen as very confident, especially here with the Queen of Wands energy, who is seen as being very honourable, who is seen as, for the month of February, very loyal, and who has a lot of pride and has really important groups of people in the world that love you, pile 2. Let's have a look at the mystical healing cards by Ina Segal for the month of February for you, pile 2. One card for the month of February. What's the tone for the month of February for pile 2, please, Spirit? Thank you. So we have examine your integrity, pile 2. So we have for the month of February, examining your integrity. We have number 11. We have the energy of the portal, the open doorway. The 11th of February could be significant. The number 9 and 10 of February could be very significant as well, I just have to say. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. There's also the energy of 2 E's, the letters E, in a name as well. Also W, I just had the W, so this could be a hotel, possibly. Yeah. Double E in particular in a name is going to be significant. Okay, so examine your integrity. So we have this woman who's puppeteering this little skeletal mannequin. Okay. I just feel like you have all of the cards, pile 2, and I feel like if anyone's worrying or concerned or doing extra work, it's someone else, it's not you, for the month of February. So examine your integrity. Let me see if you can see that. You can take a screenshot of that and save it if you like. Stand strong in your convictions. Your I has been weakened. So I, the letter I. Your I has been weakened, which means that you are vulnerable to other people's influence. Only you can decide through clear objective thinking and feelings what is best for you in this situation. Take the time you need to go within, look at the bigger picture and ask, what are the long-term consequences of this decision? You are being asked to examine your personal integrity and make a stand for something that aligns with your strongest ideals. The choices you make now will not only impact your life, but also your experience in the spiritual worlds and your future lives. Even though you may feel that you are giving up a fantastic opportunity, be aware that new potent possibilities are opening up to you, and these possibilities will allow you to influence others in a truly positive manner, thus creating ripples of goodness in the world. Now, the action that you could take is to write down the situation or the opportunity. Think about it from at least 6 different angles. What are the short-term and long-term ramifications of this decision? What is your gut feeling? This is an opportunity to make a stand for what you truly believe in. Doing so will strengthen your sense of I and give you the possibility to make independent, powerful decisions in every area of your life. Once you have made a decision, imagine that there is a large yellow circle on the ground in front of you. Step into the circle, raise your right arm up, the left arm can remain down, and say, "This is me." Feel the strength of standing in integrity. Pile 2. So that's what's going to be happening for you, pile 2, with that beautiful message. This is mainly your energy here. So stand in your strength and do those rituals as well that I read out loud. Pile 2, it's been wonderful reading your energy. Thank you so much for joining. If you'd like to do an energy exchange, I do really appreciate it by you clicking the like button. It really does help me to know that you are appreciating these readings and they are resonating with you. If you'd like to comment as well and let me know what's going on with you, and also share with others how the message has resonated with you, it helps others too, also helps the algorithms too. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel Abstract Medicine 888. Follow us on Instagram, follow us, me and the spirit guides, abstract_medicine on Instagram, where I do daily pulls, I do daily readings, and I occasionally do, like once a week, a live video as well, a live reading, sometimes offering free readings too, for those who are asking questions. So that's all I have for you. If you like this video, please let me know by liking, sharing and subscribing, as well as commenting. Please also check pile 1 and pile 3 for further information and messages if you feel called to. Thank you so much. God bless. Take care. Let me know. Bye for now. Okay, let's have a look. Let me just check the timer. Yeah, we're good. And the battery is all right, hopefully. Yes. One more card. It's so sunny today. I might go out for a walk. Oh no. Okay. Pile 3. Okay, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. So pile 3, we have the Magician card here for you. So we have strong Gemini energy as well as Virgo. But Gemini really, it's also ruled by the planet Mercury. So Mercury could be significant as a planet for you. Mercury retrogrades may have been significant as well. The word Mercury, Mercury as an element may be significant for you as well, pile 2. Lots of communication here. Pile 2, for the month of February, you're feeling like you're starting something new and you're wanting to initiate something. And I feel like you have everything that you need to do that, pile sorry, did I say pile 2? Pile 3. So strong energy here for the month of February. I believe this is the only pile that had the major arcana starting out in your pile for the month of February. So something really significant is changing in your life. Pile 3. Manifestation energy. Your manifestations ability for the month of February are going to be incredibly potent, very, very strong. Be careful how you wield this energy, because it does come with consequences as well. So make sure that you're always working in the light, in the truth, with integrity and honesty, is what I'm hearing. Pile 3. You're wanting to communicate some truths as well, pile 3. So we're starting your energy, again, with another major arcana. We're doing the Celtic cross spread, if you've listened to pile 1 and pile 2. But nonetheless, we have the World card here. There is a completion in a cycle, in a chapter for you. And I feel like this is something that you are recognizing and you are very aware of. You're feeling satisfied, you're feeling complete, you're feeling really... I just heard embarrassed. I mean, in the sense of embarazo, which in Spanish means pregnant. So you're kind of pregnant with ideas, pile 3. You're pregnant with desire. You're pregnant with words that maybe you haven't expressed. You're pregnant with things that maybe have been left unsaid. You're pregnant with a lot of creativity. You're pregnant with things that you are wanting to make manifest in this world for the month of February. Beautiful. You are also possibly very fertile for the month of February. So for those of you who are trying for a baby, this is a great month for you to seed, I'm hearing. That's beautiful. So let's have a look for you, pile 3. What else is happening? What else is happening? What's in your current influence for you for the month of February, pile 3? There's also the energy of travel. Maybe you're wanting to travel and speak. Maybe you have a platform where you will be speaking more for the month of February, pile 3. This could also be traveling to do lectures. Okay, so we have the 10 of Cups. So the 10 of Cups came out in the overall energy for pile 2. So there could be some messages there for you that resonate. Doesn't have to necessarily be the case, but there you go. I just feel like I have to mention that because you just never know. You could also be listening to all of the piles, which is totally fine. So pile 3, we have the energy of feeling content. You know, again, double energy of completion and harmony. I'm also hearing music here, pile 3. So music could be really important to you for the month of February. You could also be composing. You could be leading an orchestra. You could be traveling abroad with this band, with this group, is what I'm seeing. I just feel like there's music involved here, especially with the energy of harmony. Pile 3. Generally speaking, with a full moon in Leo energy, we have this energy of the 8 of Wands, which has been throughout the piles, which you may have noticed if you've been listening to the other piles, pile 3. So we have this energy of lots of fast communication here. Double communication here with the Magician card. I just heard that your messages to Spirit have not been left unnoticed or unread. Any prayers that you have been asking for and they haven't been manifesting in your life at this time so far, it's because the setting wasn't quite right for these things to happen and take place. But for the month of February, I do see you seeing how powerful your manifestations are and how Spirit is helping you and guiding you along this beautiful month of February with things coming true for you, essentially. I just feel like you're going to be working less and enjoying more for you, pile 3. Let's have a look now with your goal and your destiny for the month of February. We have the 3 of Cups. Now, the 3 of Cups came out in the general for the pile 1 messages for the month of February. Now, I just saw 2020 in the timer, on the timer here. So that will be significant. Your vision is very, very clear. Your manifestation abilities are very, very clear. You're also spot on with what you're wanting to attract in your life for the month of February, or generally speaking. So that's gorgeous. There's also celebration. Again, I feel like you're going to be partying more. I feel like you're going to be enjoying music more. I feel like you're just going to be enjoying life more, pile 3. I don't feel like you'll be working that hard. I feel like you've been working hard, and I feel like you're going to be playing hard for the month of February. Now, you could be celebrating something. You could be celebrating something quite significant. This could also be a milestone for you, pile 3, with the World card and the 3 of Cups. This could be something really fun. This could be at a party. I also do see drinks with friends as well. This could also be a reconciliation with somebody as well that you might meet again. You could also meet someone significant as well at a party or abroad with a group of people for the month of February. Let's have a look at your distant past. I also see dancing as well. In the distant past, we have this energy of fast movement. Like, this person can't even they can't even rein in the reins with their horses here in the chariot. It's going all over the place. There's so much excitement here. In your distant past, you've really overcome so many difficult obstacles, pile 3. In your distant past, these obstacles have turned into success and successful completions that you are going to be experiencing in the month of February. Very strong energy of reconciliation here with the 3 of Cups and the World card, by the way. Strong Cancerian energy here. This could also be someone traveling towards you, maybe even traveling abroad. Maybe in your distant past you have done that, where you traveled abroad to somebody, or you traveled a lot in your distant past. Maybe you traveled too much. I do see that there is far distance here with the Chariot and the World card, so where there is involved some sort of jet lag as well. This is more than 3 hours journey by flight, by plane. There's a time difference more than 3 hours plus. I also do see that the month of June is significant. The month of June and July are very significant, and May. So the beginning of the summer months are very significant in your distant past, pile 3. You know, pile 3, number 3 is the energy of the Empress, and it does talk about creativity as well. And we do have 3 here. So 3 could be significant for you. This could be your life path number. It's actually my life path number. 3 is my life path number, which is interesting in numerology. It's also my birthday month, so 3 of Cups would be my birthday as well. So that's quite interesting. But maybe you're celebrating your birthday and you're coming back around. This is a solar return energy. So you're kind of rebirthing your life. Beautiful energy. I also kind of get the sense that someone rushed into something too quickly, without thought, possibly. Okay, let's have a look now, pile 3, with your recent past events. What's going on in your recent past events, pile 3? King of Swords. So we have another Gemini energy, or possibly Libra or Aquarius energy here. Okay. So in your recent past events, I'm really being drawn to this butterfly around their heart space. This person could have a butterfly tattoo. This person may have a significant tattoo around their chest area in particular. This person likes to communicate. This person is a thinking person. This person speaks their truth. This person is going through a transformation in their throat and heart chakra as well at this time. In the recent past, this could also have been you, where you have gone through a recent heart and communication, throat chakra transformation as well. Pile 3. I also see 2 birds of a feather flocking together here, with the 2 birds above the king's crown. I just heard this sceptered isle. So the sceptered isle that's from Jerusalem, by the poem by William Blake. That Jerusalem ended up being an anthem for England or Great Britain, which is interesting because William Blake did not like that. Jerusalem is actually kind of like a judgmental song, to be honest. And it's interesting how it's been turned into an anthem. Okay, interesting. So that could be significant. William Blake. Poetry could be significant. Music could be significant for you, pile 3, for the month of February. But yeah, I see that in your recent past, you may have been dealing with a significant individual who could be a father, who could be an authority figure, who has transformed your heart some way. Or you may have transformed their heart space in some way. You may have also manifested them in, and they may have manifested you in. Let me see what else I'm picking up on. This person is also very direct, pile 3. This person communicates clearly. They don't mince their words, is what I'm hearing, pile 3. So this is possibly you or someone around you. If it's a work situation, I feel like you dealt with someone who was a boss figure, an authority figure. It may also be a father in their personal life as well, who doesn't mince their words. And this person is very clear with how they say things. This person, I would say, is someone that you can rely on because they are just someone who doesn't mince their words. They're very clear with what they say. So you know that you're going to get what you see here, which is really quite refreshing in today's society. Not many people understand what true honesty means and what it looks like, pile 3. Let me just check the timer. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing here, pile 3, that you dealt with someone who may have been an authority figure at work that you trusted, and this person has some sort of importance in your life at work. I feel like this person may have recently communicated and told you that you need to go and work abroad. This could also even be a father in your life, or a particular person who carries a lot of masculine energy, say for example your mum, for example, who has a lot of masculine energy and has told you it's better that you work abroad because you're going to be finding more wish fulfillment there and harmony and balance, and you've got friends there already, so why not just move abroad, is what I'm hearing as well. Pile 3. Let's have a look and see what is going on for your future. Well, we have the 4 of Wands here, which is interesting. So in your future, we have important stability here. We have, again, another energy of celebration. We had the energy of 2020 in numerology. So this is someone who is thinking straight. You're thinking straight. In your future, there's clarity that you're going to be getting clarity. 100%. Pile 3, if the word for you for the month is clarity, then claim it. Clarity and music and celebration are your words for the month of February, pile 3. Again, celebrations, parties. 4 of Wands is also weddings. You could be meeting someone of significance at a wedding, at a party, at a ceremony, at a bat mitzvah, at a baby shower is what I'm seeing here as well, at a child's birthday, at your own birthday. I also see really strong stability energy here. This could also be you moving to a new home and finding real pride and satisfaction and something to celebrate about you maybe moving to a new home, buying a new home, renting a new home, moving to a new job. That's going to be making you feel really excited here with the 4 of Wands. The 4 of Wands is the environment, talks about marriage, as I mentioned before, something to celebrate, a house, a home, joy, harmony, something maybe that you're going to be experiencing that's going to be relaxing. This could be like a home spa or a massage that you're going to be doing, or even a homecoming for you, pile 3. So reconciliation and a homecoming for your near future, which is pretty beautiful. So that's what your future influence involves, and I feel like this King of Swords has something to do with that on a romantic setting. This is someone who is clear about you, I would say. Let's have a look now at your present attitude. So your present attitude is excitement. You're ready to start something new here, pile 3. Your present attitude is, yeah, I'm bringing the spark back into my life. I'm excited about this new beginning. I'm excited about this new inspiration that I'm going to be getting for my work, for my creative projects, for my life. I'm inspired and I'm excited about a new discovery, about a new place, a new country, a new state, a new village, a new town, a new city. I'm excited about traveling there. I'm excited about being inspired by that place. This could also be an art residency program as well, or maybe even a trip abroad to listen to a particular band or a group of people, or a singer, or even a leader, or working abroad. That's going to be really exciting for you and inspirational. This is kind of like a work trip that ends up being the thing that changes your life as well. Maybe this is you going back to that place where you had been last summer as well, or involves the months of May, June and July last summer that you could be going back to or coming back to. This person could be coming back to you as well, this homecoming energy. For those of you who have children, this could be your children or your children who've grown up and they've fled the nest to go and study or work abroad. They're going to be coming back, I would say, pile 3, to celebrate maybe even your anniversary, pile 3, which is beautiful, isn't it? Or even your wedding. I just heard your vows. So you could be saying your vows again for the month of February, pile 3, for those of you who are married to your significant other. So that's beautiful. Yeah. There's also this energy of free spirit and strong potential here, I would say, for things to change. You could also be receiving a message as well, or you could be the messenger of great news. This could also be you saying, look, I'm now married, I'm now pregnant. And this could be you sharing this message to someone, or to your community, or to online, or to the world, which is beautiful. Now, let's have a look now at your environment and your influence. So we have the 3 of Wands for your environment and your influence. Okay, so again, another energy of travel. You've been waiting maybe for things to change, and they do change because we have the 4 of Wands in your future position. We've got progress here. We have expansion. We have your ships coming in. Maybe you're having dreams about this. Maybe you're having visions. Remember with the Magician card, you are in clear manifestation potentiality here. You've got strong manifestation powers for the month of February. So make sure to be careful what you wish for, because it might actually just turn up. So you have something that you're waiting for. That's around you in your environment. You're waiting for someone to return, and I do feel like they are going to return, is what I'm seeing here. Beautiful. There is a marriage involved here, as I said before, so this could be a proposal as well for the month of February, or at least an exciting and significant connection that is elevating to the next stage. A commitment, a strong commitment is involved here. This could also be someone who is asking you to move in with them for the month of February. And maybe you've been waiting for that message to come through. And I do see that coming through for you for the month of February. Now, with regard to work, I do feel like your work involves travel. At the very least, it involves communicating with people from abroad, or maybe you have clients from abroad. This could also be you as a musician or a singer that involves you touring, involves you doing concerts, having concerts abroad. This could involve you being on a tour bus here with the chariot and traveling far distances in order to provide for your community their listening ears, I'm hearing. For the month of February, we have this ongoing energy of 8 of Wands, which is a full moon and Leo energy of just lots of love messages, lots of joy, lots of communication from abroad, lots of loving messages and sweetness coming in for the month of February, which is cute. So I do see whatever you're waiting for in your environment, whatever you have been waiting for, whatever you continue to wait for the month of February, it is coming in. And someone is going to be saying quite clearly what it is that they want with you. Now, this could be work and in love. I do see a significant elevation in your status as well for the month of February, pile 3, too. I do see a lot of creatives here for the month of February. So this is also being really respected, and maybe you're receiving awards. This could be a significant award ceremony, and you will be receiving prizes, accolades, applauds, people that are cheering you on as well. So, you know, just take all of this in, like receive all of this love and receive it with an open heart and with gratitude as well. So let's have a look now at the pile 3, at your innermost emotions, pile 3. So we have the 6 of Swords here. So with the innermost emotions, we have this feeling of moving away. So emotionally, you've moved away from things that just were not emotionally fulfilling you. You're moving away from people who don't satisfy you emotionally. You're moving away from situations that don't bring you joy, essentially. You're moving away quite from a difficult situation, and I don't feel like people may necessarily know that on the surface, but deep down you have gone through, or at least you will continue to go through this emotional change. Now we do have 2's energy here with the 2 birds of a feathers flock together and the 2 butterflies here in the sky. So this transformation has been taking place because you've asked for it to take place. Now with the Swords energy, I see that this could be happening or continuing to emotionally happen for you in the season of spring. With the Swords energy, spring is going to be significant to you, I would say, as well as the summer months with the 3 of Wands and the Swords energy. Okay, now the 6 of Swords, I see that again there's this desire, this thought that has planted a seed in the world out there that you've wanted, and you want to have a new beginning. You're going through a transition emotionally. You're going through change. Some of you are going through a rite of passage. Now, I said to you before that there could be a particular milestone that you could be celebrating here with the World and the 3 of Cups with friends, or even fans and followers, or your partners, or family members, or your tribe that you're going through right now. There's also this release of baggage as well. And this is what's going on emotionally for you. Maybe even behind the scenes from the general public to pile 3. Let's have a look now at the most likely outcome. The most likely outcome is this truth. Remember I said clarity. Now please do claim this by liking this video, liking this message, sharing this video to others as well who you feel need to hear the messages. Make sure to comment as well and let me know and let others know how this message resonates for you, because it really does help other people see, oh well, if it's resonating with them and it's also resonating with me, it's also possible for me. So we have this clarity coming through, and I feel like this clarity and this truth is coming through the vocal cords of this King of Swords. Now, you could be singers as well, and you could be bringing light and truth to people through your music, pile 3, for the month of February. You could be communicating a truth to somebody. Somebody could be communicating a truth to you. Now, with the Ace of Swords, it's beautiful, new, fresh start. Inspirational energy, new opportunities, you know, the energy of a breakthrough after a breakdown, the energy of a new idea, the energy of mental clarity, the energy of success here. So we do have success here for you, pile 3. I don't know, I feel like I may have to cut this video short just because of the battery life. But let's have a look at the bottom of the deck of this pile. Let's just see, we have the Queen of Swords. So we have this match here with the King and Queen of Swords here. Okay, let me just check the battery and I'll come back 1 second. So yeah, we have this energy of a counterpart energy who may have been in separation. Maybe there's a distance between both of you with the World here for you, pile 3. I see that there has been communication that has been said in the past, and I see that essentially in the recent past events, both of you had spoken your truths to each other in terms of love. This person had there's two birds here and there's one bird here. I would say the feminine or the female energy in this romantic relationship would have rather ridden solo. And I do feel like there's a three-party situation here. There is a Three of Cups here energy, so I do feel like there could be a love triangle that may have been involved here, and this person that you're dealing with may have had to let go of that third party, that love triangle, so that third entity in your love triangle. So you'd rather have the integrity of being on your own. There were three people involved in the past here, and you said to this person, this divine masculine energy, that you are not an option here. You may have spoken your truth, and you may not have shown any emotional, you may not have showed, as I said before, deep down what you were going through. You know, you were going through an emotional situation, a heartbreak, or even the significant choice, you know, a significant rite of passage, and you needed to find emotional balance. This person has no idea how you've been feeling below the surface. You're quite good at showing this front or poker face, and you hide all of your emotions in a very kind of mature fashion. And I feel like this person just has no idea how this separation or this distance even has affected you, pile 3. This person is going to be coming back to you. They're going to be coming back around, and this person is going to be saying their truth. Now, you may have stopped communicating with this person, and they may have stopped communicating with you. But I actually feel that this person is going to be communicating with you, pile 3. Now, for those at work, I do see that you have said your truth. You may have ended a contract with a boss, with a place of work, and you said to them that you'd rather work solo, pile 3. And I see that this commitment was the right thing to do, even though it was difficult to move away from, because, you know, it involves stability here. But I do see that your ships are going to be coming in here with the 3 of Wands. I do see that there's going to be progress and expansion with work. I do feel with the expansion at work, this involves travel. This involves completion. This involves working with multiple clients abroad, people who speak different languages. That I hear accents as well. I see you working abroad, and I see that this opportunity is going to come towards you. I also do see awards. I see accolades as well. For those of you who are applying for grants, I do see that you're going to be receiving those grants. I do see that there's also going to be an important, significant communication. So check your emails, texts, phones, etc., letters. There's going to be an important message that's going to come in your future for the month of February with the Ace of Swords. Okay, this is going to be a positive thing. Now, in the general, in terms of love, we do have a new love energy here. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Now, this could also be a new love in your connection, a resurgence in love in your connection, pile 3. So that's beautiful, beautiful energy. There's a new love here, a new resurgence here with someone coming back around. Beautiful. Let's have a look and see what the blockage is here with the 10. We have retreat. So this person wants to retreat with you. They want to make babies with you, I'm hearing. This person is wanting retreat and spend time with you and get to know each other away from the world and distraction from the world, and maybe even, you know, being off grid for a bit, you know, not being on your phone or switching your phone off, not being online or on social media. I feel like this is something that is manifesting behind the scenes, I'm hearing, for the month of February. Let's have a look and see what the goal is. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by religious factors, upbringing and spiritual paths. Now, so you could be different in the sense that you may have different creed or ethics. No, not really ethics, but you have like a different way of seeing the world, but actually that makes you stronger as a team, I'm hearing. So and I do feel like you have met your soulmate, because you're both manifesting each other in. So calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations and visualizations help you bring each other together. Now, remember, I did say about your prayers coming through, so your prayers haven't been left unread. Someone may have left you unread, by the way, and this person wants you to be open to the possibility that they, even energetically, that they want to come in and communicate to you vocally. So be open with an open ear and an open ear and an open heart. They want to communicate to you. So your manifestations are going to be coming true for you, pile 3, for the month of February. Let's have a look now at your influences of your distant past. So in your distant past, you kept an open mind about love. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations, and you knew that. You knew that when this love rushed in out of nowhere. You knew this love when this love rushed in with courage and full force. You knew that this person was very different from what you normally go for. And you realise, actually, this person is my soulmate here. Cupid had struck an arrow. Love really is blind as well, I have to say. Let's have a look now at the recent past events with the King of Swords energy. This King of Swords and the recent past events. I also want to say you may have not told someone before you came into separation that you may actually be pregnant with this person's child. And you may have thought you had to just do this alone. You may have had to like carry this burden of being pregnant without a partner alone. Oh, look, I'm sorry, I promise, I swear, I haven't even seen this. We have children here. So this situation involves children. So again, this person may have impregnated you and you may not have told them. They may have cut ties with you and you may not have told them that you may be pregnant with them, with their child. But I see in your recent past, this person may have, they may have children, you know, they may have baggage, you know, 3 or 4 or 5 for the price of 1, you know. So I feel like there's an energy here where your love life is being affected by children. And I feel like for those of you who are wanting to have children, I feel like there's a very strong possibility of that, is you're very fertile at this time. Fertile with desire, I heard. Let's have a look now with the future influence, with the 4 of Wands, this marriage card, this moving in with each other, this energy of twin flame, I have to say, true love energy, divine love energy, this beautiful counterpart. You know, you both met each other, you met your match, without a doubt, in your recent past. You knew that, this person felt familiar to you, because I feel like you knew each other from another lifetime. We have deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship, and we have playfulness. Now, in your near future, this person could be not necessarily behaving in the way that you expect them to be or wanting, because I feel like they're hiding something. I actually feel like they have a trick up their sleeve, and this actually involves you moving in with them. I don't feel like it's anything bad, excuse me, because, you know, my throat is like now suddenly coughing. This energy of like this person really wants to communicate, and they're kind of they're going to be finding it difficult to communicate this truth to you, that they want you to move in with each other. Either way, they want to bring romance and playfulness. This person is flirting with you. Make sure that you're noticing that. They want to recapture romance. They want to communicate that they want to get married. They want stability. They want to communicate that they want you to move in with them, or vice versa, or both. If you have multiple homes abroad, this person really wants a commitment with you, is what I'm seeing here for you, pile 3, for the month of February. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing marriage, celebration, harmony, this homecoming energy. Let's now have a look at the past attitude, okay? Let's have a look at the present attitude with the Page of Wands, this inspiration. This person is desiring you in a really strong way. They have a lot of passion towards you. This person is also worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life, and what you're waiting for is going to be coming in. That's what I'm seeing here. Let's have a look now at the influence around you, or even this person. See, this situation involves marriage. I mean, the cards come through with the messages that they need to come through. So we have, if you're waiting for a proposal, it is coming for the month of February. I do feel like there is a proposal. I mean, almost 100%. I do feel like this person is coming back around. I feel like there's a homecoming. This person is going to be a bit nervous in saying these things, but they want to recapture playfulness in your connection. And this situation in February involves marriage as well as children. So pay attention to that. Let me know. If you'd like 50% off in your situation, red, you can book directly on my website. 50% off at this time. I'm not sure exactly when I'll be offering this offer again, but this 50% offer runs until next Friday. So take advantage of that offer at this time. All bookings and sessions are 50% off, and it really is worth it in many ways. So with the Six of Swords, we have this emotion, this innermost emotion that involves finances, involves your career. Financial issues are affecting your love life right now. So you're moving away from a job or situation that wasn't satisfactory. You're moving from a job role. You're moving away from a contract at work into a new one. And you might be feeling a little bit financially lacking. And this situation is affecting your love life at this point. Or it may be in your near future. This is something that you have inner deep emotions about, inner deep thoughts about. But I feel like you're going to be getting clarity. I don't feel like you need to be equating your self-worth with how much you earn. This is something you're going to be healing for the month of February, or at the very least, addressing. We have unrequited love here. So where you worked before was not the right fit. You may have outgrown this place of work, and maybe they just weren't giving you enough payment at the time. The place where you worked, it just wasn't satisfying you. I just have to say that. You may have rejected people before, and you may have rejected this suitor, this significant right match partner in the past, or they may have rejected you because they actually weren't sure. But they may have taken some time in retreat mode to think, well, actually, why am I blocking this energy? I actually want this person in my life. I feel innocent with this person. I feel playful. I see joy. I feel harmony. Music plays. It's like when why do birds suddenly appear every time you are near? Just like me, they want to be close to you. And that's how they feel. It's like, what? Joy, birds singing, signals, signs, symbolism, numbers. I mean, all the signs are beckoning them towards you, and they just feel joy and elevation and this feeling of high vibrations with you. And it's because you're each other's match. You already knew that though. Okay, so we have the Ace of Swords here and trust. So in your future, we have trust that the clarity is coming, that communication is coming. The situation is calling for you to have faith. So we do have this energy of success and a major breakthrough taking place for the month of February with regard to love. Beautiful. And we have codependency again in all of the piles. There was an addiction, or there may be an addiction that may have been affecting you in your romantic love life. It's safe for you to love, by the way, and just again make sure that you're not validating yourself only by work and money alone. Make sure to find your own validation within. Let's now have a look at the tarot for the month of February, the overall energy for the month of February, please, Spirit. Thank you so much. Please do like this video, like the message, like the video if it resonates with you. And please also comment as well if it resonates with you too. Allow others to see your comments as well. You don't have to tell me the whole thing. You don't have to tell everyone and share the whole story. You can be reserved, but it's quite nice to see how people are resonating with these messages as well. So look, we have the Ace of Pentacles. We have a fresh new start at work. We have a tangible offer. I do feel like a lot of you are going to be proposed to in the month of February. I also see a new start at work as well. I see a new financial or career opportunity, a manifestation, abundance coming true as well. Beautiful energy. Some of you are also going to be falling pregnant for the month of February as well. Let's have a look. We have the Page of Cups. We have a message from someone. This could be a surprise message. So we have lots of messages here with the Eight of Wands for the month of February, which is the full moon energy. Someone has a lot of desire to communicate their love. And just send lots of flirtatious messages towards you. This is someone who may also wish to apologize. There could be an age difference between you two, both as well. You could also be receiving a message from a child as well, or maybe your own child as well for the month of February. That's going to be significant. This could also be them saying, you know, my spouse, your daughter-in-law or your son-in-law is going to be having a baby, you know. What amazing, we have double magician energy. Look at the synchronicities of that. There's a really important manifestation that's taking place for the month of February. I don't feel like you quite believe it, but trust it's happening, because it is. And it involves a wedding, it involves children, it involves a new fresh start that's going to be very abundant and fruitful for you. This is a financially stable, exciting new start in your future for the month of February. So trust it's going to be happening. Whatever you've been waiting for, it's going to be taking place. And we have a King of Cups. This is someone who has deep love, emotion, and warmth towards you. This is someone who's going to be opening up their heart towards you as well, if they haven't already. Pile 3. With the King of Cups, we have this father. We have someone who is emotionally balanced. We have someone who's really compassionate and also diplomatic. At work, I do see that diplomacy is going to be working in your favor. So just make sure and pay attention to the words that you say as well, because also your manifestation abilities, again, I reiterate, are very, very, very potent at this time for the month of February. So the month of February, from the major arcana Frida designs, we have the Strength card, which came out in pile 2. So have strength, have strong will for the month of February. I do see you being really courageous and really strong-willed for the month of February. I see that someone else is recognizing your strength as well. Pile 3. I also want to bring this card out, the Moon card. So again, there's going to be clarity if there's been illusions. This is also Pisces or Cancer energy. We have Leo energy here. If there have been illusions, there is going to be clarity coming through. The veil is going to be dropped. The air is going to be cleared, and clarity is going to be coming through for you for the month of February. Let's get one more card for you, pile 3. Let's see from the mystical healing reading cards what the main energies are for the month of February for you. Please do like, share and subscribe. If you'd like to tip me, you can do this through PayPal. If you'd like to book a reading with me and to go deeper into your situation, you can do that by booking with 50% off at this time. I reiterate, it really is a really good offer. 50% off. If you see the full 100% price, you know, you may as well take advantage of that 50% off at this time, and it ends next Friday. Really interesting. This card came out in pile 2, so there may be messages in pile 2 for you here. Examine your integrity, and we have number 11. Okay, let me just get the card. Let me get the reading for you. So analyze this image. You may wish to screenshot this and maybe have this as a backdrop for your phone. Stand strong in your convictions. We also have the Strength card. Your eye has been weakened, which means that you are vulnerable to other people's influence. Only you can decide through clear, objective thinking and feelings what is best for you in this situation. Take the time you need to go within, look at the bigger picture and ask, what are the long-term consequences of this decision? You're being asked to examine your personal integrity and make a stand for something that aligns with your strongest ideals. The choices you make now will not only impact your life, but also your experience in the spiritual worlds and your future lives. Even though you may feel that you are giving up a fantastic opportunity, be aware that new potent possibilities are open to you, and these possibilities will allow you to influence others in a truly positive manner, thus creating ripples of goodness in the world. You may wish to take action on writing down the situation or the opportunity. Think about it from at least 6 different angles. What are the short-term and long-term ramifications of this decision? What is your gut feeling? This is an opportunity to make a stand for what you truly believe in. Doing so will strengthen your sense of I and give you the possibility to make independent, powerful decisions in every area of your life. Once you have made a decision, imagine that there is a large yellow circle on the ground in front of you. Step into this circle, raise your right arm, the left arm can remain down, and say, "This is me." Feel the strength of standing in integrity. Okay, so we have integrity coming in very strongly for you, pile 3 for the month of February. That's all I have for you. I really do hope you've enjoyed these messages. If you like to go to pile 1 and pile 2 to read more, go ahead and do that. I also have other readings on abstract medicine, as you know. I've got other picker piles and other general collective readings. Make sure to follow and subscribe to Abstract Medicine 888 to be notified about when the next video will be coming through. Also make sure to follow on the Instagram if you have an Instagram account. Our Instagram, me and the spirit guides, is abstract_medicine. Thank you so much. God bless. Let me know how this resonates for you by commenting down below. Make sure to like. Bye for now.